We live in a world that constantly whispers more. From the moment we wake up, messages tell us we need more to be happy, more to be successful, more to be worthy. We chase bigger houses, faster cars, newer phones, more followers, more recognition. This relentless pursuit becomes the background noise of our lives, urging us to keep running and accumulating. We measure our lives by quantity, not depth. The finish line is always a mirage. Satisfaction is fleeting, replaced by the next desire. We're on an endless treadmill, running faster but never arriving. The pressure comes from ads, social media, even friends and family. We compare ourselves to curated images and feel inadequate, convinced happiness is always one more acquisition away. Our self-worth becomes tied to possessions and accomplishments. We work longer hours for things we don't have time to enjoy, filling our calendars with obligations that leave no room for rest. So focused on the future, we miss the richness of the present. This is a recipe for burnout and a quiet, persistent emptiness. One of the great paradoxes of modern life is the emptiness that can come with a life full of things. You may have a home filled with possessions and a resume overflowing with achievements, yet still feel dissatisfied. Consumer culture promises that external things can fill an internal void, but they never do. True contentment must be cultivated from within. We chase wealth and status, neglecting our deeper needs for purpose and connection. We trade meaningful relationships for longer work hours and peace of mind for a higher salary. The question we rarely ask, how much is enough? Without a clear answer, the goalposts keep shifting and the chase becomes addictive. Many who seem to have it all confess to feeling unfulfilled. Their hands are full, but their hearts are empty. The accumulation of more leads to more complexity and stress, not more happiness. The solution isn't adding more, but subtracting what doesn't matter. Appreciate what remains. Imagine a life where you're not always striving for more. A life of peace and satisfaction with what you have. Embracing the concept of enough is a liberating mindset shift. It breaks the consumerist treadmill and opens the path to intentional living. True wealth is measured in time, relationships, and peace of mind. Challenge the narrative that more is always better. Define success on your own terms. Choose purpose over possessions, meaning over money. This isn't about scarcity, but abundance, recognizing the wealth you already possess. 3 mindset shifts help. Practice active gratitude, define your personal enough, and embrace the joy of missing out. These shifts reorient your focus from what you lack to what you have. Change is gradual, but each step brings more freedom and lightness. You shed the weight of comparison and endless desire. A life built around enough is bigger, with more space, time, and energy for what truly matters. The first step toward enough is active gratitude. Gratitude is more than saying thank you. It's a way of seeing the world. It's intentionally noticing and appreciating the good in your life, no matter how small. In a culture focused on what we lack, gratitude shifts our focus to what we have. When you're truly grateful, the desire for more loses its grip. Active gratitude is a conscious choice to look for moments of goodness in everyday life. These small moments are the building blocks of happiness, often overlooked in our rush for the next big thing. Practicing gratitude rewires your brain, making you more optimistic and resilient. Over time, you see your life as a series of moments to be cherished, not problems to be solved. This shift lets you find joy where you are, not just in the future. Counting your blessings reveals your life is already rich in ways money can't measure. Recognizing this abundance is the first step to feeling you have enough. Gratitude makes the endless pursuit of more unnecessary. Cultivating active gratitude doesn't require special tools, just a few minutes each day. A simple writing exercise can make gratitude a consistent habit. Writing things down solidifies them in your mind and creates a record to revisit during tough times. Here's how to start. Find a notebook or open a document and title the page Daily Gratitude. Each day, spend 5 minutes answering 3 prompts. First, what's one small moment of beauty or joy I noticed today? Second, who supported or helped me today and how? Third, what about my current circumstances am I thankful for? Be specific. The details make gratitude real. Do this daily for a week, then read your entries. You'll be surprised by the goodness you find, even on ordinary days. This practice anchors you in the present and shifts your mindset. It's the first step in realizing you already have and are enough. The next shift is moving from society's idea of success to your own definition of enough. Most of us never define what enough looks like for us. We absorb society's standards by default. To break free, decide for yourself what is truly sufficient for a meaningful life. Defining your enough is an act of rebellion against consumer culture. It's about deciding what you truly need and what is excess. Your enough is unique, aligned with your values, not others' expectations. This applies to all areas: money, possessions, time, commitments, relationships. For money, it's the income that lets you live comfortably and securely without constant stress. For possessions, it's what you need to live well, letting go of the rest. For time, it's setting boundaries so you have space for rest and loved ones. With a clear definition, you gain direction and peace, making confident decisions. You can say no to what doesn't serve you, knowing what you're saying yes to. Defining enough gives you a map and compass for a purposeful life. To make enough tangible, write down your definitions in 3 areas: money, relationships, and a fulfilling day. Reflect honestly. This isn't about rigid rules, but guidelines that reflect your values. Divide a page into 3 sections: money, relationships, and a fulfilling day. For each, answer: what do I truly need? What brings me contentment? What is just excess? For money, what income and possessions are enough? For relationships, how much connection and time do I need? For a fulfilling day, what activities and balance matter most? This blueprint is your personal guide to contentment, to revisit and adjust as life changes. It's your declaration of independence from the pressure to always have more. The third shift is trading FOMO, the fear of missing out, for JOMO, the joy of missing out. FOMO keeps us distracted and comparing, always looking elsewhere. JOMO is the peace that comes from being content with your own choices. It's about being intentional with your time and energy, knowing you can't do or have everything. To cultivate JOMO, be selective with your attention, limit social media, unfollow accounts that trigger comparison, and take breaks. Learn to say no gracefully, asking, does this align with my values and definition of enough? Choosing to miss out on what doesn't matter lets you be present for what does. JOMO isn't isolation. It's deeper connection with yourself, loved ones, and the present moment. It's the freedom to fully enjoy your chosen path. Embracing enough isn't settling for less. It's opening yourself to a more meaningful kind of more. You find more time, freedom, peace, and joy. When you stop chasing external validation, your true self emerges. Self-worth is built on character and purpose, not possessions. Redefining your life around enough is liberating. It frees you from comparison, anxiety, and clutter. You become the intentional architect of your life, making choices aligned with your values. Practicing gratitude, defining enough, and embracing JOMO expand your life, not diminish it. You connect more deeply with others and savor the joy of being alive. The world will always say you need more, but you can choose a different story. Decide you have enough, do enough, and are enough. This is the key to genuine happiness and contentment. All you have to do is stop chasing